All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Weather the Storm podcast with Hurricane Shane Burgos, my man, John Ron.
What's up, everyone?
Today we want to talk about the title of this podcast. It's called Weather the Storm, and he actually kind of thought of it, and I was like, it's a great name. I feel like we can both pertain that, not just because my nickname is Hurricane, but I feel like people can pertain that to life. Tell me what you think Weather Storm means to you.
Well, when I thought of it, I did really think of it more because, obviously with the Hurricane Shane thing.
Yeah.
But the more I sat down and thought about it, it really, to me, I just always feel like everybody's got their own
Storm.
Yeah, black cloud or whatever the fuck you want to call it, where it's just life, like I feel like everybody's got a portion of their life that it's not sunshine and rainbows all the time, and you got your ups and downs. So it made a lot of sense to me. When my perspective when I thought about it was, I thought about you and just like the highs and lows of being a professional athlete and a fighter especially, and not just from like the wins and losses, but the dieting, the coming to a workout after you just did 2 hours of working out, being super tired, like when you're cutting weight, you even have said it sometimes, like you're just shot and you can't even like hang out with your daughter, because you're so tired. So I really went that way with it, and then I tried to break it down a little bit into, I'm big with acronyms, like I just like acronyms for some reason. But I won't get into the acronym yet because that's a even better one coming. But no, the weather storm to me was really more or less thinking about like your storm that you go through.
Yep.
But then when I brought it I said it to you, you're like, "Yo, that was good. That you like the idea of that." So when you heard it, what made you like it?
Obviously, right off the bat, weather storm, hurricane, it kind of goes hand in hand. But like you said, everybody's got their storm that they go through, and it doesn't even have to, whether you're a pro athlete or not. I mean, everyone's got it. You got a 9 to 5. You got a whatever. You go into high school. You're going to college. Everyone's got that storm that they got the weather, and such a mental thing. Like you can, like I said it in the last podcast, you can sit there and be like, "Woe is me," and look and sit and sulk about it, or you can get up and handle your shit, weather the storm, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get through it. I go to train in the morning. I'm busting my ass, sparring, wrestling, grappling, come back home, I eat something real quick, I got about an hour, 2 hour break, and then guess what, I gotta come right back here, and we gotta get on that bike, and I gotta kill that bike, and that's my storm, man. That's not a physical storm, man. That's me physically working out and everything, I'm exhausted, but it's all mental, it's so mental, it's how you react to it, and you said it before, like you put that in my head before when we were training, I get to work out, and I stuck with that, that really stuck with me, like, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do any of this. I could half-ass it. I could slack. I get to do this. Yep. I'm fortunate to do this. I'm blessed to be in this position. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it. Like, this is exactly where I want to be and what I want to do. Like, and people can pertain that to anything. Like, whether you're in college or you're doing your 9 to 5, you have your goals, and it's never gonna be smooth sailing and all sunshine and rainbows. You got to go through that hardship and those tough spots. And like you said with Jocko Willnick. Yep. Good. There's still air in your breath in your lungs. Like you get to do this. And that really stuck with me. It's like wow, like this sucks, man. I'm exhausted. Like my daughter wants to play, and I'm shot. I'm starving, and I can eat some chicken and a little bit of rice right now. But you know what? This is what I asked. This is what I asked God for. I wanted to be here. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be a pro fighter. And if you're not there yet, and you're still fighting to get there, like I didn't just wake up one night and become in the UFC. I've worked a regular job. Right? I've worked in retail before. I've taught classes for hours before that, trained after that. Like I've been there. I've weathered that storm, and now I'm fortunate enough to be in this position where I get to live my dream. I fight professionally. That's my main source of income, and for me to sit and sulk about having to go to train or like, what do you mean? This is what you want to do. This is what I asked God. This is what I wanted. Yeah. And I got it. So I get to do this. So I really embrace that grind. That suck. I love it.
Yeah. No, and I know he does because I see it firsthand. And even for myself, being an entrepreneur and a business owner, everyone hears that and they think like I'm rich, or like, it's
same thing with being a UFC fighter. Like, oh, you're rich.
Yeah. I mean, I work every day. I work literally every day, Monday through Sunday, and sometimes 10, 12-hour days. And, it is what it is. But like I say that to myself. I get to come into my own place, and I get the key. You know, there's nothing better for myself to open up the door to my gym and to just say, this is mine.
Yeah.
You know, but I chose it, and I chose the great, and I chose the rent that's fucking due every month, and like that to me is, you know, it's. I read this book, and it said when you get like your bills and stuff, they said to like play like a game with it. Like when you write the check to pay the bills, pretend that like, you know, just be grateful that you get to pay it.
And you got the money to pay it too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It sucks, but it's like it comes with the territory.
It does, but like I think you said it too, like just the way you perceive it, you know, because like when you get a bit of news, or you know are tired or something like that, the way you talk to yourself can really change that whole scenario within seconds. You know, like you said, I get to pay this bill. Yeah. You know, like
I can pay this bill too.
Yeah. And those are two different people. You know, and it's the same with you with fighting. Yeah. You know, you get to go out and fight and show your talent and show your hard work. You know, I mean, your most recent fight, I'm sure there was a point in that fight where that guy was like, fuck, I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? I saw it. I saw it from the 100 seats with his fucking hands on his knees, and he didn't want to be there, you know? But I think like that storm, like we all choose our storm, you know? And if you don't choose your storm, you got to react in the right way to it. Yeah. You got to bring your fucking umbrella.
Yeah, you got to face that adversity. 100%. What's that quote? It's how does it go? It was like if you focus on your blessings, it's impossible to like, let's say you're having a bad day or whatever like that. So, and I do this all the time. I don't remember the quote exactly. I wish I did. Now I'm looking stupid, but it was focus on your blessings when you're going through that tough time, and it's impossible to feel that those negative emotions when you're feeling grateful. Yeah, you can't feel it. It's something in your brain where you can't process both. So when you're feeling grateful, that negative emotion subsides, and that I've tried that before, and it's like a magic trick. Honestly, it works like that. Yeah. Think about all the good things in your life: your health, your family's health, your kids' health, and instantly everything else is like, okay, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, it's funny how people complain so much, and it's just the way they perceive things. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and things could really be a lot worse. Yeah. You know, for a majority of us. Yep. And thank God they're not. You know, and even for you when you had, you know, with scoliosis, like that's a huge storm that you're about as a 16-year-old. You know, that most 16-year-olds would, you know, they would not have wanted to go and train and bounce back from that. They would have just been like, yo, I'm just gonna sit on my couch, play video games, and I'm done being an athlete, done doing everything. So I think that Weather the Storm title is great for anyone listening.
It's more than just a title, I feel like. Right? Yeah. If you really break it down, it's a lot more than that.
It's way more. It's life.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
I think it's a great thing, and I know that as we continue through this, because obviously we're going to be doing this for a while, and he's got titles to win. So there's going to be a lot of storms. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to, you know, come your way, and
inside and outside of the cage too. Like that's just life. It's like you said, weather storm. It's life. Weather storm.
Definitely.
Yep. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's a little bit of explanation, a little background on the title. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at @HurricaneChain_ and on Twitter at @HurricaneChainB.
Believe Elite Training on Instagram.
There we go. And please like, subscribe. Let us know what else you want us to talk about. What do you guys want to hear about? Appreciate your feedback. Thank you guys. Till next time. All right.
Later.